He was like, he was 10. Probably not even like, he haven't even hit 5 feet yet, you know? Your width is probably taller than his height. What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, man. Welcome back to another video, bro. Hey, so y'all just saw me react to that Corey Kinston, react to that bunch of reaction junk. Hey, look, I found this, and if I laugh in this video, I'm sorry, you know. Humor is a very strong thing. Without further ado, man, leave a like, drop a comment down below, subscribe to the channel if y'all new, and yeah, follow my social medias if y'all already haven't. Let's get into it. I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this.
Breaking news: a 340-pound mother sat on her 10-year-old child until he was deceased.
God damn it, Karen! I thought I told you not to do that anymore.
Oh.
You know there are other ways of trying to punish children without literally taking your 340-pound and sitting on them. And now one of them are dead. God damn it!
The mother sat on her son outside of her home in what she said was a bid to stop him from, quote, acting up.
On a real note, though, that is incredibly messed up, and this
Wow.
man needs to be in life in prison, bro. Like, how do you literally take your big, humongosaurus rex ass and sit on a 10-year-old child who probably weighs no more than 50 pounds soaking wet? Like, seriously.
This was all caught on Ring doorbell footage.
This footage, of which I don't know if I have access to, but in the article it says, the obese parent tried calling his caseworker as the little boy who only weighed 90 pounds screamed, but he eventually stopped moving. A probable cause affidavit states, according to the Indianapolis Star.
Look, man, there's just no way. First of all, we gotta get something straight first. I know the kid is deceased now, but who? I'm not so much really worried about the kid being gone, because he's gone now. There's nothing we can do about that. I'm more so worried about the baby daddy. Who would do that? I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not even trying to be mean. But who did that? Who in their right mind thought, oh yeah, this is a great idea? And now you have to look at this news article and be like, yeah, your decision's also off your son. The dude that decided to do that, you need to get locked up too.
A doorbell camera showed footage of Wilson laying on top of the boy even when he stopped moving, according to the affidavit. And here, as we can see in the top corner of this video, is the woman who sat her big ass on this 10-year-old child.
They said the mother was on top of the child for at least 5 minutes.
Oh my God. All right, for all my guys out there, hey look, body positivity. I'm not saying anything out of the norm. Skinny, maybe fit. You know good and well, your little V section, it'll get broken if you just do anything that's out the norm. I have never did this before, so I wouldn't even know from experience, because I don't even put myself in this situation. But who do y'all know, or which one of y'all actually did this and couldn't last no more than 30 seconds? Without feeling like you was getting your bones crushed. I'm just saying, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. And this was just diabolical. 5 minutes on a 10-year-old boy. Bro, he was probably dead within the first 30 seconds. I'm just saying. You solidified this. Nah, this is murder. This is murder. Buddy was probably gone within the first 30 seconds. The extra 4 minutes and 30 seconds, at that point, you were just crippling his bones.
See how small this child is, bro. Like, I get it. Some kids are bad. Some kids
Buddy
act
is
up, and
skinny.
sometimes they're annoying. But why would you think it was a proper punishment to just literally sit?
Like I said, Lord forgive me. Buddy is skinny. If he had some blubber, probably had a better chance to survive. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm sorry.
On him, bro, until he just asphyxiated. Like, I'm not gonna lie, just looking at this image here, I could see he looked like a devious child. Listen, we were all kids when we were kids, and yeah, we were kids when we were kids, and we did bad things when we were kids. You know, some of us were gentle and, you know, soft and, you know, quiet, and some of us were rowdy and rude and wild and all over the place. But that doesn't mean any of us shouldn't have the ability to grow, mature, and learn from our past mistakes. Like, genuinely, all jokes aside, this gigantic MF needs to rot in prison. Like, seriously, bro, there's just no excuse for this.
The 48-year-old woman...
Was that a like a mugshot of her crying or something? Are you stupid? I know some people really don't be thinking or using their brains most of the time, but you really just can't be that stupid. Like, you really can't think you're 340 pounds, your kid is 90 pounds, and probably not even 4. He was 10. Probably not even like, he haven't even hit 5 feet yet, you know? Your width is probably taller than his height, his length. Like, you can't be sitting there crying knowing you done smothered that guy in some stank cheeks. I'm sorry.
was the adopted mother of the 10-year-old child. The 10-year-old child, who only weighed 90 pounds, could be heard screaming while the mother tried to call the, quote, caseworker.
Listen, bro, at that size, at that weight, bro, and with that amount of emotional instability, I don't know how you were able to become a foster mother, bro. How are you even eligible for that stuff? Like, clearly, you haven't made the best decisions for your life, for your body. I don't know how you can make the best decisions for somebody else's life and their body. Clearly, in this case, it's pretty evident of that.
According to documents, he eventually stopped moving. At one point, she even asked the child was he faking it and saw his eyelids were pale. When authorities arrived, the child was no longer breathing and did not have a pulse.
That's messed up, man. That's...
Oh my God. Oh. Ew. Nah, he was dead. Nah, he was gone. How cold. How messed up do you gotta be to ask if somebody's all right when they're not moving, and then you look at their face and their soul has left their body. They look like a zombie. Oh, yo, throw her into solid. Give her a death sentence. I don't care. She don't deserve to be
The
here.
10-year-old was airlifted to South Bend Hospital, where he was pronounced deceased 2 days later. The suspect told another child in the home that she was supervising at the time, quote, I was laying on him and he was acting bad.
Like, I just don't understand. You were why would you even do that to a little boy?
And you know what's crazy? I don't even think whenever she was telling this other person that, she was taking accountability for the fact that she just murdered that boy.
A grown-ass man, a grown-ass man would have probably died for 340 pounds crushing his body for an extended period of time. Motherfucker would have probably came out with a fractured rib, a couple contusion, blood clot, goddamn arcs and dents all over his body like he just came out of a WWE match with this Rikishi-sized motherfucker laying on top of his body.
That other child phoned 911. His cause and manner of death was ruled homicide as a result of mechanical asphyxia. Before this occurred, the 10-year-old went to his neighbor's house and pleaded with them to adopt him because he said his parents would hit him in the face.
Nah, that's sad as hell, bro. Okay. That is incredibly sad. And I don't think in this legal system under, the way the American foster system is set up and pretty much the global foster system.
Hey, look, bro, all I'm going to say is, bro, I get it. This world is wicked. This world is crazy. This world is messed up. But if there's ever a time where you're in a neighborhood and a kid knocks on your door and he's genuinely begging you to take him in, something is seriously wrong. I'm not gonna hold you. I know it's a bit skeptical because it's still a stranger in the day. Kids are not like you never know what's going on. The world is messed up. That's how it is. The world's just been very construed. Oh my God, dude, this kid ever had a chance, bro. Like, once you're in the foster system, you pretty much have a good chance.
Literally,
like, I know some people that grew up in foster homes too, and then they tell me some people tell me they have some really good stories because some parents actually want kids but can't have none, so they take somebody else's kids at their own. But then other people tell me that they was just jumping from foster home to foster home, and it's just been bad, bro. Cause like, first of all, how you even be able to be eligible to become a foster parent? That's one thing. And like, there should be some like background checks or something more severe to tap into somebody's history. That's just crazy, man.
Of being assaulted, groomed, raped, abused, or all of the above, because you're quite literally under the guardianship of a lot of sociopaths, psychopaths, narcissists who are quite literally attracted to that profession or line of work for a lot of nefarious and ulterior motives. It's unfortunate to say, but this is the reality of the world.
However, the neighbors said they did not see any visible injuries. The mother was arrested on Saturday and faces up to 6 years in prison if convicted.
6 years is way too low, way too light. I think she needs to spend at least
let me wrap this up.
Couple decades in prison, but that's just me.
Her foster care license was previously revoked and she is no longer taking care of children as this occurred back in April.
See what I'm talking about? Her foster care license was previously revoked. Imagine my shock. This is what I'm talking about. Literally, these people, the system is just corrupt. And I'm sorry, I know we don't like to judge books by their covers, but sometimes we need to do so. You need to make or meet specific requirements for eligibility, in my opinion, to become a foster person. And if you've had your license revoked in the past, you should not be able to get it back. You should not be able to get it again because you're quite literally dealing with the next generation of children, the most innocent creatures. Well, some of the most innocent. I know some children are just straight up fucking demons, so I'm not gonna bypass that. But for the most part, you're dealing with kids who can't defend themselves, who are quite literally much smaller than you. And this boy was apparently 90 pounds soaking wet, while this woman, humongous Tyrannosaurus Rex 2.0, 340 pounds heavier than him or some shit. But anyway, though, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. What do you think about this case? Honestly, this is just bizarre to me. Who sits on a person, much less a 90-pound child, because they're acting up? That's just ridiculous, bro. But this is the state of the world we live in. Actually, I'm adding this to the video because I wanted to read the comments and I forgot about that, though. Let's do that now. So here we have the first comment in the video too, or under the comment section, and they said, "I'm confused. Only 6 years for murder? That doesn't seem right." Somebody else said, "Now she already knew her big ass. Shame on her." Neil said, "This is as America as it gets." Somebody else said, "They failed that baby. She was the foster mother and he had only been in her care for a few days. He had so many kin who wanted him. The system failed Dakota." Zephyrus said, "This is so heartbreaking. Only 6 years is not enough for what happened to that poor baby." So clearly, evidently, she's only getting 6 years in jail, you know, and we know that the system is corrupt. Like, this is literally murder, like second-degree murder, and it's only 6 years, bro. Can you imagine? You know what? Never mind. I was gonna.
Well, second degree, bro. This is first degree. I don't care. That was intentional. That was intentional. I don't care.
Say, can you imagine a dude like EDP or some big fat ass dude like doing this to a small child? How many years? Decades, really? This man would have got like, come on, bro. And this last comment from Asaya, she said, "This is actually wicked." And I wholeheartedly agree with all these comments. But anyway, if you enjoy the content or if you found this informative, please sub to the channel, hit the bell icon, and turn on all notifications. Follow me on Instagram. And
the W video, man. That's actually insane, bro. Oh my God, dude. Only 6 years? That person needs to go in there for life. That's murder. The boy was 10. The boy was 10. Man, there's no way, bro. There's no way. I don't condone that. Dakota, I ain't never going to Dakota because that's how I know that state is trash, bro. That's messed up. But hey, man, if you like the video, leave a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel if y'all new. I got to go do something. I think somebody got a hold of my bank card. Oh, my God. But, yeah, let me go figure that shit. Let me go figure that situation out. And, you know what I'm saying? Share the video with your friends and follow my social medias. Let's run it up. Let's run it up this year. Let's run it up. I'm being more consistent. Without further ado, I will see y'all boys in the next one. Holla. Peace.